Here's the Copic markers. They're actually known as the 2 company, but Copic is their main brand. And look at the range of colors they have in their Copic line. I mean, that is just the wall, the beautiful wall. Love the beautiful wall.
Yeah, so what I'm using is an ampersand clay board right here. And these are 3 different red, violet, like pink colors from Copic. And so Copic sells markers. It's pretty much what they're known for. But with the markers, you also have the corresponding 358 ink colors. So you don't just have to use the ink to refill your marker. You can use it to make really cool art like this. And what's neat about this like ampersand board, you don't have to worry about framing it. Because the thing about ink art, it's so tacky. And here's some examples too. It's going to have that tacky kind of stick to it. So when you frame it or you want to mount it on your wall, you spray glue this to a surface, like that's the tricky part.
Right.
So with these clay boards, I just realized at this convention, which is super helpful, you can just mount this yourself. Or you can get different depths of surfaces.
Yes.
So, and it behaves very similar to Yugo paper. Maybe has a slightly different kind of porous to it, but that's just going to be the difference between having a surface it's adhered to versus just a loose sheet of paper.
Can we see you play with something for just a quick second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
So let me get a different one out because I love these clay boards, and let me get the blues.
So that's what you're getting when you want to get a refill marker. That's what you have right there?
Yes, so this is the marker, that's the refill. So all you have to do to refill it is take off the broad side with your tweezers and then stick the nozzle right in.
But now you're saying you don't have to just use it for that.
Yes, you can use it for this. So
there are other methods to this madness.
There are. Let me get 3 blues out. And usually my recipe is, if you're doing monochromatic, light, medium, and dark.
Got it.
And so I start with the dark, so I'll go in a corner and work my way up. So I'll add a little bit of ink and a little bit of alcohol. Hair dryer on low heat. That'll happen. Sorry, I didn't take it.
No, it's all good.
But yeah, and then just dry it here.
Now, I'm bound to get the question of how is this different than the alcohol inks, like what Ranger has and so forth?
Yeah, so we have a hell of a lot more colors, 358. And we have, so I'm used to using a marker or a pencil or tool like this. You don't have that bulkier bottle. This is a long, skinny bottle with a long, skinny nozzle. So do you see how I can glide it directly across the page? I can almost draw with it if I want to.
Right.
So that's going to be just a different product design.
And you're just using straight alcohol?
Straight alcohol.
99 or 90?
91.
91.
It's just what I can get at CVS.
Does it matter?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've used 71%. To me, it all acts the same. But yeah, I'm trying to work small. On my larger pieces, I'm going to obviously add a lot more ink. And then I'll kind of go with the light one here. This is B01. Same thing, a little bit of that, and I'll push it in and around, and it reactivates that pigment underneath. And then I just keep moving it until it starts to dry.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then one other technique that people really love is the splatter effect with the toothbrush. So you dip the toothbrush, and it shows up better on the dark surface. But you dip it, you kind of have to jiggle out a little bit of it. So yeah, what I'll do here is flick it with my finger. And it's a subtractive quality, so it's a soft, like subtle, kind of bubbly effect.
Right.
Especially with blues. It does look like you're under the water.
They're asking, are you just using a regular hairdryer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regular Conair.
But if you guys have your heat tools at home, because they're already crafters, they already have all their heat tools, totally use a heat tool. So this is just, you probably already have your inkers at home. This is giving you another way to play with them. Because how many of you do have those inkers sitting in your stash right now? Play.
Probably a lot of them, yeah. But the only precaution I have, with this board, you could probably use a heat gun. With the paper, it will buckle.
Yeah.
So you don't want to have too high
But you can let it air dry.
Yes, air drying is fine. It will naturally do its thing. But yeah, these little boards are phenomenal.
And the quality of the ink, you already guys know the quality of the ink when it comes to Copic markers, so you know
Been
exactly
around
what you're
since
getting.
87, so.
Yeah, you're there. And so I just want to show you guys some of our other amazing art. I mean, just take a look at that. Look at the beautiful, look at just the blacks and the grays.
Yeah.
So gorgeous. How did you just go in and draw the lines after that?
Yeah, so that's actually with the Posca silver paint marker. So when you wait for it to dry fully, because this is pretty tacky still, this was from yesterday, so I still got a little bit of ink on my finger.
Right.
Wait for it to dry a little longer, and then you can draw on top. Yeah.
Take a look at some of our other beautiful
more
pieces.
stuff.
Gorgeous. Well, thank you so much.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.